It's showtime.
So the much anticipated new Mummy movie is right around the corner, so let's talk about The Mummy 3. I already did reviews for Mummy 1 and Mummy 2, so if you want to check those out, links in the description, and check them out on my channel. So instead of doing a review video for The Mummy 3, Tomb of the Dragon Emperor, I'm going to do 10 reasons on why this movie sucks ass. Because this movie does suck ass, and it's pretty bad. So let's start with reason number 1. Departing from Egypt and into China. While this was a good move back in that time, and especially garnering the Chinese audience and making a ton of money from that, I honestly think the premise was just a missed opportunity, and I don't remember mummies ever being a thing in China at all. I think they should have just stuck with Egypt instead. Now, I know people will be like, oh, they're done with Egypt, that's it, they don't need to do any more. But the thing is, Egyptian history, that civilization spanned thousands of years. So why would you get away from that? I mean, there's plenty of stuff you can do within it. It's not like Imhotep and that's it, that's all of Egypt. There's so much more you could do with that and still come up with something. I just don't buy into the they're done with Egypt argument. I just don't buy into it at all. Reason number 2. Instead of Rachel Weisz reenacting the role as Eve O'Connell, we have Maria Bello. And while she was alright in the film, it's kind of weird seeing someone else reenact that role. Rachel Weisz has been an intricate part in the Memory series. She's been fantastic. And just not seeing her again in the 3rd movie, it just seems very odd. And I read into it and she just didn't agree with the script at all, and she didn't want any involvement. And plus at that time she had a son, so she had to take care of him. So I don't blame her for not taking part, because this movie is fucking horrendous and ruin her career, you know, like other actors out there. But she's like a stellar actress. She's one of the best actresses to this day, and I don't want to see her career ruined because of this fucking movie. Reason number 3. Luke Ford as Alex O'Connell, who is now turned from English little kid to an American. How in the actual fuck? Completely idiotic. His accent is pretty terrible too for an American accent. He's actually Australian, so I don't blame him. I think it would be kind of easier to go from Australian to English than Australian to American, in my opinion. Well, that's just me, but his accent is terrible, and it turns like Jersey at times, randomly. And it's just, who thought this was a good idea? If you're raised in England for 5 to 10 years, you have an English accent, and then all of a sudden, for some reason, you go to America or you go to China or something, and all of a sudden you have an American accent? That doesn't make any fucking sense whatsoever. That's fucking stupid by the writers. Whoever overlooked that, I'm just gonna say to you right now, you're a fucking idiot. And never work in Hollywood ever again. Because how can you overlook that? How you overlook that, I will never understand. Plus his character is an absolute asshole, a cocky dumbass who is the worst character in this movie and the worst in the series by far. He's fucking horrendous. And I thought Benny had it bad. Reason number 4. Alex and Lynn and their forced love relationship throughout the film. But Alex tried to hit on Lynn at random points throughout this film, and she was not even interested one bit. And he still went along with it, and the relationship went fucking nowhere. But still, Alex tried to force his way in, and it just didn't work throughout the film. And it was some of the cheesiest and flat dialogue I've seen yet. I didn't even see a love relationship whatsoever, but it just came out of fucking nowhere with Alex trying to be attracted to this girl who tried to kill her beforehand. Fucking, Reason number 5. The dumb humor. So, out of nowhere, there's this forced comedy throughout this movie. Especially with Jonathan Carahan's character. I mean, that was the case with Mummy 1 and Mummy 2, but in this movie, it's just so blatantly bad. It's not funny in the slightest. And the rest of the comedy, too, is just like, I only found one moment I chuckled, and that was with the fucking Yetis, the CGI Yetis, but that's about it. Everything else, I didn't even, like, laugh one bit. Just the dumb humor. I mean, like, there was a moment when Jonathan, his character, his ass was literally on fire. And Brendan Fraser's character was like, Jonathan, your ass is on fire. Oh, my ass is on fire. Oh my god, help me. Spank my ass. Spank my ass. I'm like, what? Reason number 6. Jet Li as the Mummy. While I do love Jet Li, I love Jet Li with a passion. Love his acting and his martial arts abilities. Loved him in the old movies. But in this movie, he is barely in the movie. He barely does any kung fu or interesting kung fu. And he's pretty bad as the Mummy. The Mummy in itself was just, what the fuck? It sounded fucking horrendous. Like, just listen to this.
What the hell are you?
I mean, seriously? That's how the Mummy sounds? That's just gonna take me out of the film altogether. That was just, what the fuck were they thinking with that? This segues to the CGI. Reason number 7. The CGI is pretty fucking awful. And honestly in contention with Mummy 2 being even worse at many points throughout the film. Even the Mummy looked pretty fucking horrendous because it just had a obvious CGI feel to it because it's just like a pottery statue design and it's just so blatantly obvious. And there were just random points with the Mummy just breaking his face and then reforging it again. I'm just like, huh? It's just a lot of idiotic and dumb moments, and the CGI just looked so bad. There was like CGI Yetis and dragons. I mean, look at this shit. So a CGI 3-headed Jet Li turned into a dragon. Yeah, just what I wanted. Reason number 8. The battle at the end. Did I mention the CGI was bad? Because it's blatantly bad in this last battle. Plus, what's up with the pottery sound effects? What's up with the pottery sound effects? Why is that shit all like everywhere when the statues break? That's not what statues sound like. Also, can I point out that the general in the CGI battle, how does he have his limbs attached if in the beginning they're all taken out? Like, how does that make sense? Also, can I mention the reason number 9? The plot holes. Okay, so they have like this dynamite set up around this thing. This I don't even know. They had all this time to prepare and just set up this dynamite. Yet they couldn't even set the fuse in time, and the enemies just came in and just took the thing. Did they take something or they just set something? I don't know. They just set something in place and they had all this time and they couldn't even blow it up. It was fucking stupid. Also, how did they know that Rick would heal from going to Shangri-La? No one mentioned this. And also the general who got blown up by a fucking nuke, him and his sidekick. And then the next minute they come back and they're trying to exact their revenge and they fucking get killed the next minute. Things just happen and they expect you to not question them. It's a dumb movie for dumb people. And reason number 10, of course, they tried to sequel bait at the very end. Yeah, Jonathan was next gonna go to Peru because that's where gonna be the next movie was gonna be set.
You cold-blooded bastard. I'll tell you what I think of it. I live to see you eat that contract. But I hope you leave enough room for my fist because I'm going to ram it into your stomach and break your goddamn spine! Ah!
And they were gonna have 3 more fucking movies with the same cast. Just what I fucking wanted. Maria Bello and what's his fucking name? Luke Ford and Brendan Fraser and Jonathan return again and have 2 more of these fucking movies. Just what I fucking wanted. Thankfully, that shit didn't happen. Instead, we got the Tom Cruise one, which I'm glad we had instead of this shit. Thank God, Universal. One of the smartest moves they've made yet. They tried to have 3 more fucking movies of this. Holy shit, thank you God. So that is 10 reasons why this movie sucks ass. And I'm sure there's 10 more. There's 50 more reasons why this movie sucks ass. But I'm not going to point it out. I'm just going to point out 10. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to please like this video, comment down below, tell me what you think of The Mummy 3. Don't forget to check me out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and whatnot. Links will be down below in the description. I would like to make this last segment out to those who have fallen in battle by rewatching this movie again. Josh Baker, GeneralCJG, and Captain Awesome. Our hearts go out to you and your family. No, but in all seriousness, thank you guys for helping me come up with those reasons. I really appreciate it. And if you guys check out their videos as well, they came up with their own reasons on their own videos as well. So if you check those videos out, you'll see their reasons, different reasons on why they didn't like the movie as well. And I'll link those in the description as well as include this in the playlist, a Mummy 3 playlist. So if you check their reasons out on why they didn't like The Mummy as well, I would really appreciate it. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
I need a vacation.